Hi students, in the previous video we have seen what is an applet, what are the different lifecycle methods present in an applet, and how can you create an applet. So in this video we will be seeing an example for creation of an applet. Okay. So first you have to remember, whenever you create an applet, you have to do two things. You have to import two packages. Those are nothing but applet package and an AWT package. In the applet package you will be importing applet class, and in the AWT package you will be using the graphics class. Okay. Why you are importing graphics class is nothing but in the paint method, as you remember in the earlier class, I told that paint method takes an argument of type graphics class, right? That's why as you are using graphics class reference here, you have to import graphics class. That's why you are importing AWT package. Okay. The first step is you have to import two packages. One is applet package and next is AWT package. Okay. And next what I have to do is whatever class I'm going to create as an applet, I need to make it as public, and then I have to inherit the applet class, right? And after inheriting the applet class, I can override some methods of the applet class or all the methods of the applet class. In this program, what I'm going to do is I'm overriding all the methods of the applet class. Okay. So here I have I overridden all the methods of the applet class. So I just took some print statements for each method. Okay. For the init method, I am saying applet initialized. For start method, I am saying applet execution started. In stop method, I am saying applet execution stopped. In paint method, I am saying it's painting. And the destroy method, I am saying applet destroy. Okay. And now, if I want to make this particular Java program an applet, so one thing what you have done is you already made this class public and you have inherited applet class. Okay. This is not sufficient. If you want to say that my class is nothing but an applet class, you have to include HTML tag. Why you are going to include an HTML tag is, I told that applet is nothing but a Java program which is embedded in the web page, right? So web page always consists of HTML tags, right? So here what we are going to do, in the Java program, you are going to include an HTML tag that is nothing but applet tag. Applet tag has different attributes, that is code, width and height. And code attribute will take one value, that is nothing but the class which needs to be executed, that is which needs to be loaded. Okay. As my applet class name is applet lifecycle, in the code also I am mentioning applet lifecycle. Okay. And width and height will specify what's the size of my applet window. Okay. And why I am mentioning this particular applet tag in comment, because the whole code is written in Java, right? And this tag is nothing but an HTML tag. So if you want to include HTML tag in the Java code, you need to mention it in the comments. Even though it is in the comments, the code will be executed. Okay. Without this statement, your applet will not be executed. This statement is to be present. Then only it will know that whichever program you are going to execute does the functionality of an applet. Okay. So now let's execute this particular program and see. So I am in the applet and I am in the applet folder. So I am just, first you have to compile the program. So applet lifecycle Java C applet lifecycle.java. My program got successfully compiled. After this, if you try to execute as Java, as usual Java program, what will happen? It's saying main method not found in class applet lifecycle. Please define the main method. As in the earlier video, I already told that applet execution does not start from the main method. Applet does not have a main method. So here in the program you didn't mention any main method, right? That's why you cannot execute the Java program. You can just compile it. So now let's let's execute a Java program. So if you want to execute a Java program, you have to say applet viewer space whatever the class name you are going to give. Applet lifecycle dot Java. See, now you got a window. Now you got a window with minimize, maximize, and close buttons. So what did I say? When does the whenever an applet is loaded, three methods gets invoked, right? Those methods are nothing but init, start, and paint, right? What did we mention in the init? Applet initialized. In the start, applet execution started. In the paint, you are saying painting. So if you see in the output, whenever I wrote applet viewer, applet lifecycle dot Java, a window got displayed and initially three methods got invoked. They are init, start, and painting, right? That's why I got the output as applet initialized, applet execution started, and painting. Now if I try to minimize, what did I say? Whenever I try to minimize, stop method gets executed. So let's see whether it's getting executed or not. So now what output I got? Applet execution stop. Now if I try to maximize my window, if I try to restore my window, again it's saying the start method got executed, and whenever the start method got executed, parent method was also getting invoked. And if I try to maximize the window, which method gets executed? Start method gets executed and parent method gets executed too. Okay, let's see what's the output. See, painting and paint. Okay. So how many times I click the window, the paint method is getting executed. Okay. Next, if I want to close the window, what will happen? If I try to close the window, what did I say? What is the sequence whenever you try to close the applet? First, the stop method gets executed, and next, the destroy method gets executed. Let me close the window. See, applet execution stop and applet destroy. Okay. So I hope you got a clear idea of an applet lifecycle. First, one thing you have to remember, whenever you are trying to load an applet, init, start, and parent method gets executed. And whenever you try to close the applet, stop method gets executed first and destroy method executed last. Okay. And whenever you try to do any operation on the window, parent method gets executed. Okay. And let me show another example. Here what I am going to do is, I just want to set some background color to my window and some text color to the window. Whatever text I am going to write, that needs to be mentioned in some other color. And I want to display a message called as welcome to applet programming. Okay. So here first, whenever you are writing an applet program, what you have to do, you have to import two packages. One is applet package and AWT package. Next, I need to embed the HTML applet tag in the Java program under comment section. Okay. And in that applet tag, the code attribute should consist of whatever class it has to load and width and height. Okay. Width and height will represent the size of the window. So here I am defining my applet as first and I am mentioning it as public, and as I am going to make first as an applet, I am inheriting applet class. Okay. I have overridden two methods of an applet, that is init method and paint method. So in the init, what did I say? What operations do we do? Perform in init method is nothing. What operations we perform in the init method are like initialization, variables declaration, etc. So here what I want to do, I want to just set the background color and foreground color for my applet window. So what I'm going to do, I'm just saying set background, and I'm mentioning black. What's the color I want to give for the background? Okay? And foreground color I'm saying yellow, color.yellow. So whatever the text I want to mention on the window, that text will be displayed in yellow color, and the background color you will be having black color. Okay? And the applet execution will always start from the parent method. So I want on my window that on my applet I want to have a text displayed. The text name is nothing but welcome to applet program. So here using the graphics or reference object, you are calling a method drawString. So drawString is used to enter any data on the to display any data on the window. You will be using drawString method. So drawString method takes three parameters or three arguments. One is string, next is x coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate and y coordinate is nothing but from where does the particular content needs to be moved. Okay, needs to be displayed is nothing but the x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay. So let me execute this code and see. So first of all, I need to compile the program. First, first.java. Next, I need to run this program. So I will be calling applet viewer. First.java. So here if you see, I got a message. In the init method, you have set the background color as black. That's why you got the background color as black. And if you see, the foreground color has been set as yellow. That's why whatever text you are going to display on the window is displayed in the yellow color. So if you see here, this particular thing, this is y coordinate and this is x coordinate. So this is 100 and this is 100. Okay. If I want x coordinate and y coordinate at 0, 0, from the window starting position it will be displayed. Okay, the text will be displayed. So here this is the x coordinate. Okay, horizontal x coordinate, that is 100, and this is vertically x coordinate value is 100. So from where this particular text needs to be displayed, those are nothing but the coordinates given in the drawString method. Okay, string, this x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay. So for the task 8, first part, the program, what they are asking you to do is, they are asking you to design a graphical user interface which is displaying hello world message. Okay, using Applet. So what you have to do, you have to write the whole code, and in the parent method, instead of welcome to Applet programming, you have to just mention hello world. Okay. I hope you got a clear idea. If you have any doubts, please mention in the comments. I will be free to help you out.